Okay, welcome everyone. Good morning. This is now completely live and ready from the Daphne Sport Complex, and we are just about to start the game with that first pitch. We say play ball, and this is now the USA Rec Ball All-Stars warm-up. The teams that we are looking this morning and they are watching together: Daphne Purple All-Stars facing the Grand Bay 13 and under All-Stars team. And the home team will be Daphne Purple, the girls that are now on the field wearing that uniform in purple and white. And we are with the first in the lineup for Grand Bay, and that will be number 15, Colby. Hey, comes with the pitch and will be just slightly out of the zone. So the count will go now to 3 balls and 1 strike. And this is just the top of the first inning. If this is the first time you are watching La Novena Baja, please be all welcome. And swing and a miss. That'll be now the second strike for the count of the first in the lineup for Grand Bay. And that'll be Colby, number 15. Coming next, Mason and Kearney for Grand Bay. That'll be ball number 4, meaning that the runner will reach onto the first base via a base on balls. Coming next, number 67, Mason. So we have now a runner on first base, and the second in the lineup coming next. Mason is playing as the catcher for Grand Bay, and the pitcher for Daphne Purple is number 7, Stella Conant, doing battery with number 8, Marley Ellison. So again, good morning and welcome to everyone. This is now completely live, La Novena Baja. Raúl García en el microphone, and la doctora Julián with me, keeping all the scoreboard. So the second in the lineup for Grand Bay comes with the pitch, swing it and miss. And the count will be now 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner still on first base. Colby was able to reach on a base on balls, and he's waiting for something to happen so she can move ahead, and that'll be a foul ball. So the count will go now to a 2-2, 2 bolas y 2 strikes. Estamos en la parte alta del episodio número 1 en el USA Rec All-Star Warm-Up. This is the second of the tournaments for all the different all-star teams on the Gulf Coast area. The throw will be onto the first base. They lost the ball, and the runner will go and reach without much of a problem onto the third base. On a series of errors or being not in the game. The throw was made at first, but they could not stop the ball from going into the field. So the runner that was just there on a base on balls is now about to be the first run of the game. So strikeout, swinging for the second in the line of Mason for the first out of the inning. And she just strike out swinging. So there's 1 out. Coming next, Kearney, number 2, the first pitch. She swings on it, so that'll be the first strike. So the count is 0-1. 0 bolas y 1 strike. Stella Conant, the pitcher for Daphne Purple. And we don't have the positions for the rest of the infield and outfield for the defensive portion of Daphne Purple, but we can be looking at those as we are moving ahead in the game. Another pitch that'll be in and out for ball number 1. Second ball, 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Swing it and miss. So as we always say and ask for everyone watching at home, if you haven't do so already, please subscribe to the page, share this channel with all your friends and family, And also, give us a like on YouTube and Facebook. You will find us with the same name and logo on both social networks. So that'll be the only thing we'll be asking for anyone at home. 3-1 now. The runner is still on third base waiting for anything to happen, and this will be the second base on ball granted on the game for Conant. This will leave us with runners on first and third. Coming next, Maley, number 10, the fourth in the lineup. Finn and Jazz, the ones that are waiting for Grand Bay. And also we want to remind all of you that if you want to leave a message during the broadcast, you can do so on the chat, and each and one of those will be showing on the screen. So anytime the girls are back home watching the game, they can see those messages. That was a pass ball. The runner will go all the way to third base. I don't know if they will get it there or no. This is now open up. Let's see. Now it's away off their running path, so that'll be out number 2. But the score is now open, and Grand Bay scored the first run of the game. They are now leading by 1. That was a good play by the defensive portion of the Daphne Purples. They got the runner going into the third base. They allow the first run, but there's nobody on base. So that is Finn, Doctora, number 12.
Finn.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe no.
Yes.
Yes,
sir. Oh.
Hey, number 10, Maylik. So Corny was the one put out on second base. My bad. So number 10. Number 10, Maylee, is now coming next. There's 2 downs. One has been scored. And that's it. We have just started the game. So the count will be now 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Where's my coffee, Doctora? Yeah. Ya lo vi. Comes with the pitch. Ooh, down for ball number 4. Huh? Well, this is something that I always try to say to the umpires, that they should indicate the situation on the game, because sometimes the batters are not like completely on the game. I mean, they should, because this is 13 and under. But anyway, as part of a youth program, I will say the umpires also take a very important role in the development of all of these young players, boys and girls. So they gotta be talkative, they gotta be doing all the signs, and that's it. So the throw goes to first, the runner goes back into the base, and this will be now a 1-1 count for number 12, Finn. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike number 2. We're having a little bit of delay from the cameras. I don't know if it's due to the fact that some of them are right under the sun. So let's see, 2-2. At least the internet connection is stable, Doctora. So I don't know, I'm gonna be panicking. And that'll be strike number 3. So the 3 outs are now down. And we'll go and make a quick break, because Daphne Purple All-Stars is coming next. Grand Bay All-Stars were able to left 1 on base, and 1 run was scored. So let's make a quick break. Grand Bay is leading 1-0. Hey, well, I want to apologize in advance because I haven't noticed that all the first stop of the inning we had the live broadcast as private. So sorry for everyone. So Granby, on the first half of the inning, came in. Colby received a base on ball. Mason strike out swinging. Kearney reached on a base on balls, and then after was caught stealing in between third and second on a wild pitch that Colby, the first in the lineup, was able to get into the plate for the first and only run so far of the game. And then after, Maley strike out swinging. No, Maley reached and was the second out. And then Finn was the third and last out of the first half of the inning. So as you can see, Granby is leading by one. And this is the first chance for Daphne Purple to reach onto the bases. A ground ball. The play is made at first, but the runner will reach safely into the first base. So Mallory Hall, number 34, on a ground ball into the shortstop, reach safely onto the first base, and she will be the first of Daphne Purple to reach on the bases. Now the time is for Andy Stewart, number 3, and the second in the lineup, Andy, Marley, and Charlotte. And the ones still mandatory for this bottom of the first, as there's no outs and swinging and miss, and the runner will go on to the next station. So we have now a runner in scoring position for Daphne Purple, but can be the tie run for them. So the count is 1-1, Doctora. Comes with a pop-up. The pitcher gets into the ball, and that's right beneath it. So that will be one out. Pop-up into the pitcher for Mallory. Andy Stewart. What am I saying? So there's one down. Runner still on second. And coming next, Marley Ellison at the first pitch goes with a ground ball. The throw at first, and they complete the out. But the runner was able to reach all the way. No, she reached safe, Doctora.
Sí, safe.
What am I saying? So Marley Ellison on a ground ball to the shortstop again is reaching into the first base, and now we have runners on first and second. The runner is coming into the plate after a wild pitch and safe at the plate. So this is now a tie game, and also the runner that was on first base is reaching all the way to third without much of a problem. So Mallory Hall reached and is scoring for Daphne the first run of the game. And not only that, Marley Ellison is now running on third base. So we are now with Charlotte Ross, number 72. She is the fourth in the lineup, and there is only one out. No, two outs. Or one out, Doctora. I don't know. Ooh, that is a good line drive into the left field. This will bring the second run of the game, and Ross is reaching all the way, and they are giving her all the way into the plate, and will reach without much of a problem. So you can say this is now an infield home run for the fourth in the lineup, Charlotte Ross. Woo. She ran the mile, Doctora. So that'll be an infield home run with one on base. So Daphne Purple is now leading by 3. Oh well, 2, because this is now a 3-2 game. Coming next, number 12, Autumn Downs. Let's get serious because we ain't doing the count, and that'll be a hit by pitch for Autumn Downs, and will reach hurting onto the first base. Ay, 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 doctora. This is happening so fast. Stella Conant coming next. Autumn goes into the second. And there won't be throw. There's only one out. No, este no somos nosotros, ¿o sí? Ah, sí. Comes with the pitch, and the runner will go into the third base and reaches safely. Another run in scoring position for Daphne Purple. Number 7, Stella Conant, now on the batter's box. Comes with the pitch, and that'll be outside. So the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So as I was just saying on the very first stop of the inning, please do us a favor. If you want so, subscribe to the page, like this broadcast, and share it with all the friends and family of these young ladies so they can all see them playing, because the USA Rec All-Star Warm-Up is now in action, and everything is happening all the way down here in the Daphne Sport Complex in Daphne, Alabama. So runner goes into the first base after a base on balls. Stella Conant will be now running on first base, and Autumn Downs is still waiting on third base. Coming next, number 11, Anna Sears, and at the first pitch, a ground ball that hits Autumn as she was coming running into the plate, and she is hurting so much. So, a ver, doctora, I want to see this. How do you score that? It was a foul, so a foul that was so painful for the Autumn Downs. Yeah, the grumble was aggressive, and for the luck of Downs, she was coming on to the plate, and the ball went right into the foot. So let's see. Another pitch that goes into the ground, and they will try and prevent the runner on third base to come onto the plate. So we are now with Anna Sears waiting. It's Mia Garcia and Riley Metz. 8th and 9 in the lineup. Comes with the pitch. A line drive, but into foul. So don't get so exciting, because that'll be another foul for Anna Sears. Two and two, doctora? Yep. Another contact into foul for Anna Sears. A good at that. She still have 2 on the bases, and she's been consistent with the swing with 3 fouls now. Another pitch, and now is in play into the left field, and the ball is dropped. So this will bring runs onto the plate. Anna is reaching second base without much of a problem. So that'll be an RBI double, bringing 2 more into the plate for Daphne Purple, that they are now leading this game by a partial score of 5 runs against 1. And coming next, Mia Garcia, La Bombona. And for those that may ask or may don't know, that's our daughter. Anna Sears goes into the third base and is just about to be brought onto the plate. But before that, we got Mia Garcia trying to make that happen. Pitcher comes with it, and that'll be outside for ball number 2. Let me go very briefly and quickly to name the pitcher and the catcher for Grand Bay. Kaylee, number 5, is the pitcher, doing battery with Mason. And a ground ball into the shortstop. The throw will be made at first, and that'll be safe at first. And we'll bring 1 more into the count for Daphne Purple. I guess there's so many people in between the line side of the camera and our devices. Another ground ball into the shortstop. They will try and make. No, there's no throw made. So, Stella, or who was her? Let me check. Riley, you're right, Doctora. That was Riley Metz on a ground ball into the shortstop. There was no throw. And now there's runners on first and second for Daphne Purple. So this is now a rally out of 5 runs. And we still have Jubilee, Jillian, and Addison coming next. Let's see. Another ground ball into the pitcher. The throw is made at first, and that'll be out number 2. A good defensive play by Granby. They got 2 down now. That was Jubilee grounding onto the pitcher. Jillian Webb coming next. Runners on third and second. 2 down. This is now the bottom of the first inning. Daphne Purple has scored already 5 runs, and they are leading by 4. So let's see. Jillian Webb and Addison Chandler will be the ones completing this lineup for Daphne Purple. But before, Granby only needs one to finish this up and shake out this inning. Also reminding all of you at home, if you want to leave a message, you can do so on the chat of the broadcast. Each and one of those will be showing on the screen. And this is a line drive. A ground ball that goes deep into the left field. And Webb is bringing 2 more. Jillian Webb is bringing 2 more for Daphne Purple. That was a good ground ball reaching all the way into the left field. And Mia came in and scored along with Riley Metz. So 2 more. I have 7, Doctora. We make the count. Is it 8? There's 2 out. You're right. No, let's see. 8 plus 2 plus 1. Yes, you're right. My bad, Doctora. This is now a rally out of 8, and we still have a runner on second base. Addison Chandler is the one now on the batter's box, and Jillian Webb will reach after that pass ball onto the third base. So this has been a long inning for Grand Bay, but they still can recover. Uy, swing and a miss. And the count will be now, Doctora, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Una bola y un strike. 8 carreras las que están ya en la pizarra para el equipo de Daphne Purple. Una para Grand Bay. Uy, picheo que le quita velocidad y alcanza a quedar en la zona para el strike número 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're now with the last in the order for the Daphne Purple. And Mallory Hall is waiting just in case she needs to step onto the bag or onto the batter's box again, but no. Addison Chandler strikeout swinging for the third and last out of the inning. The bottom of the first was a long inning, and Daphne Purple was able to make a rally of 8 runs, and they are now leading the game 7 runs. The partial score is then Daphne Purple 8, Grand Bay All-Stars 1. Let's make a quick break and we'll be back. This is La Novena Baja, completely live and ready from the USA Rec All-Star Warm-Up. The second, everything is being played in Daphne Sportplex in Daphne, Alabama. Okay, let's move forward to the top of the second inning. And let me tell you who from Granby will start this up. The first pitch was right on the strike zone, and the batter is now on a count of 1 ball and 1 strike after that last pitch. And vamos a ver. The sixth in the line on number 9, Jazz, is on the batter's box, waiting on deck, and a ground ball into the third base. The throw will be made at first, and they will complete the out. That first base camera just got stopped. So the route was 6-3 for the first out, and number 9, Jazz, is the first out of the inning. Coming next, number 34, the 7th in the lineup, Leilani, comes with the pitch right down into the ground for ball number 1. La primera bola. Así que Leilani, Kaylee, and Kenzie, the ones that are coming next. Las tres que vendrán a tomar acción. Hay uno fuera, hay un out. En el lanzamiento alcanza a enviar el swing, así que el strike será el primero. Una bola y un strike. 1 ball and 1 strike for Leilani. And that'll be a pitch all the way up. Super high, we don't like those. Hey, but sometimes they swing on those. They jump and swing. Right in the zone, and that is a good contact, but we almost got it, eh? For the luck of Leilani, is now on foul territory, so there's now a 2-2 count. 2-2, viene el lanzamiento. Uy, ahora sí, la bola en juego. Va por ella la tercera base, el tiro a la inicial no es bueno. Así que Leilani will reach all the way into the second base. Hey, that was not an easy throw, because it was a slow ground ball. I think it's Anna Sears, yes, is playing on the third base. Was trying to make the throw, but it was completely out for the reach of the first baseman. So Leilani will reach onto the second base. So there is now a runner in scoring position. Coming next, number 5, Kaylee. She is the 9th in the lineup and receives the first strike on the count. So Leilani reach on a ground ball and then reach to second on error. Swing and miss. So Kaylee, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Daphne Purple on the bottom of the first was able to make a rally out of 8 runs. Each and every single batter on the lineup came to face at least one time into the batter's box. They are now leading the game on a partial score of 8-1. Kaylee strikeout swinging for out number 2. So this might be the last chance for Granby with Kenzie, number 13. She's coming next and is ready. Comes with the first pitch down for ball number 1. So remember, you can leave us any message on the chat of the broadcast. Each and one of those will be showing on the screen, so all of these girls can read them after the game when they are resting and having some cool down before the next game, or tomorrow when they're home watching the games again. Ooh, that is a good contact onto the left field, onto the right field, and the ball is dropped. And the runner will go all the way into the second base, and he's coming to third. Let's see. Ooh, they will got her there. Ay, ay, ay. But anyway, it was a good defensive play. The run was able to be scored, so there's a second round for Granby, but the play was very good, and they got the chance to make and complete the out at third base, and this will complete the out. And that'll be the third and last of the top of the second inning. Okay, Granby was able to score 1 run. Leilani was able to reach onto the second base after an error and a ground ball. Then after, Kenzie, number 13, on a good contact into the right field between center and right, was able to reach all the way into the second and tried to extend onto the third base, but the play was made there and she was caught running onto third base. So let's make a break. Daphne Purple is leading 8-2, and this is La Novena Baja. Okay, we are back. And this will be now the bottom of the second, and we are starting over with the lineup for Daphne Purple. First in the lineup, Mallory Hall. She was able to make contact into foul, and the count will be now 1 ball and 1 strike. This is now, as I was telling you, the bottom of the second. Daphne Purple still leading the game, 8-2. And that is a ground ball into the third base. The throw is made at first, but it's kind of high. And goes, the runner will go all the way into the second base. And they are taking, they will play at third. Let's see. That was close. But she's able to reach all the way into the first, and then into the second, and then into the third. On a ground ball that started actually there at third base. Mallory Hall will reach all the way into the third base, and this will be, I will say, a single with error. And that is now the second in the lineup for Daphne Purple All-Stars, Andy Stewart, with a runner now on third base. Let me update that. And that will be a wild pitch, bringing another run in for Daphne. This is now the 9th run of the game for them. Pass ball. And Mallory Hall reaches, sliding. And that is a ground ball into the shortstop. The throw is made at first, and that'll be out. So the route for the second in the lineup is a 6-3. There's one down. Andy Stewart grounded into the shortstop, and everything is now complete at first base. There's one down, and coming next, Marley. Another ground ball. No, déjalo así, porque sí funciona. So let's see, a series of situations just happened and we were just trying to make the cameras back online. So Charlotte Ross is now running on second base after a ground ball into the third base. And I guess there's 2 outs because I don't see Marley Ellison nowhere unless she scored. I'm not aware of that. Autumn Downs is now on the batter's box, taking the second at bat of the game. Charlotte Ross is now running on third base. And we just lost the third and first base cameras. So on this next break, we'll be checking on those. So let's see, Autumn Downs coming next. ¿Te cansaste?
No.
Bien, el lanzamiento se queda abajo, así que es la bola número 2.
Solo que ya no sé cómo va.
Comes with the pitch. Ooh, swinging and miss. That'll be out number 2. So I guess then something happened there with Marley. Stella Conant coming next. There's 2 down. Oy. So if that's the case, and if Marley Ellison scored, meaning that there will be 2 on this inning. We will double check that. Let's see. Stella Conant, the pitcher, on a ground ball into the third base. There won't be throw, or there was, but not in time. So this will bring Ross all the way into the plate, and 1 more run for Daphne. That was a short and a double time ground ball. And the throw was made at first base, but there was not in time. Coming next, Anna Sears with runner on first base, 2 down. Anna taking also the second at bat of the game, and on the first pitch makes a contact into the foul on the dugout, and waiting after Mia Garcia and Riley Metz. So let's see, comes with the pitch. Uy, up for ball number 1. Una bola y un strike. La corredora alcanza a avanzar a la intermedia, así que Stella Conant running now on second. And Anna Sears is on the batter's box. And the runner will go now. Oh, the throw is made at third and safe. So we have now a runner in a scoring position. Stella Conant waiting for Anna Sears to make the good contact and be able to run down onto the plate. There's a time on the game because there's a ball all the way down into the left field. And that's a good line drive into the center field for Anna Sears, an RBI single, and getting Conant all the way into the plate for another run. For Daphne Purple All-Stars. Coming next, Mia Garcia, La Bombona. I don't know if she likes to be called La Bombona anymore, but I don't care. I'm the dad and I can do whatever I want. Mia Garcia coming next. Anna Sears goes into the second and another line drive. The ball goes into the left field. There will be time enough for Anna to reach all the way into the base and into the plate, and Mia will reach all the way to second base. So another good contact by the offensive portion of the Daphne Purple All-Stars. And this is now an RBI double for Mia Garcia, reaching all the way and bringing Anna Sears into the plate for the 13th run in the game for them. Ay. Let's see. Riley Metz coming next. Mia goes into the third base and will reach as there is no throw. Number 2 for Riley Metz.
Bien hecho, Bombona.
La doctora also said La Bombona, so I'm not the only one. ¿Todavía le gusta que le digan bombona? La bombona. ¡Uy! Grumble. The play will be made. Yes, but not in time. So this is another ground ball. Into the shortstop. Mia comes in and score. And Riley Metz will reach all the way into the first base on a ground ball. Uy. Having a hard time, that shortstop, to try and lift the ball from the ground. So there was not enough time. Jubilee is coming next. Uy, uy, uy. Opens into foul. Jubilee Crabtree. ¿Qué, mamá? ¿Qué pasa? So let's update the count. 0-1 for Jubilee. Is it Jubilee or Jubilee? Runner goes into second. The play will be made by the pitcher at first, and this will complete the third and last out of the inning. So after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, after 10 batters on this inning, they were able to complete the third and last out on a ground ball into the pitcher. Daphne, Purple All-Star, was able to make another rally out of 6, and they are still leading the game on a partial score of 14-2. Let's see. We should be coming next with Kenzie and Regan, no, doctora? Let me check. Regan? Okay, we're starting with Regan, and then after we go with Colby and Mason. So don't go anywhere, because the top of the third is coming next. Granby is just about to start. Okay, so coming next for the top of the third, this could be the last chance for the Grand Bay to try and recover the lead they had on the first inning. They need 12 runs to tie the game, 13 if they want to walk it off. Nothing is impossible, eh? So let's see. This is now the last in the lineup for Grand Bay All-Stars. Regan, number 8, as the 11th. Well, 10 in the lineup. And the first pitch is down for ball number 1. So let's see. Anything can happen. So let's see. Comes with the second, and that'll be a pop-up into the third base. And got it. Russ got just beneath the ball, and that'll be a pop-up into the third base for out number 1. So the pop-up went into the third base territory. and Charlotte was just there. So there's one down. Coming next, the first in the lineup, and a good contact into the shortstop. The throw is made and the ball is lost. So they will go into the second base. The throw is made, but it's open, and that is a good defensive and a good run on the bases for the first lineup of Granby. Colby reaching all the way into the second base, and she was the first run for them on the very early moments of the game. So there's a runner now in scoring position, Mason, number 67. Another contact into the shortstop. The ball is caught. So there's two down. There's two down. Pop up into the shortstop. Mia Garcia got that small palomita, as we say in Spanish. La palomita ahí para la tercera, para la shortstop. And there's two down. Coming next, number 2, Kearney, the third in the lineup. Swinging and miss. So that'll be strike number 1. 0-1. 0-1. Let's see. Comes with another pitch. This is on the ground, so the runner will go and reach without much of a problem onto the third base. So there's another in a scoring position. This could be the second time for Colby to score on the game. So let's see. Comes with the pitch and a ground ball into the shortstop. They lost the ball. So this will be a small error, and this will cost them 1 run. Colby came in and scored on a ground ball that seemed a little bit easy for Mia, and meow. Put something on that glove, please. We cannot let that happen again. So there's a runner now in first. Ground ball for Kearney, reaching all the way into the first base after that small error by the shortstop of Darn and Purple All-Stars. And Maley is taking the second at bat in the game. Number 10 on the batter's box for Granby. So let's see. It's still a long way to go with only 1 more out of life. And the game is reaching the first 57 minutes. So let's see if there will be time or no. Such a difficult task they have to face on this top of the third. So let's see. Maley comes with the pitch. He's swinging and miss. That'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Am I right, doctora? Una bola y dos?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Comes with the pitch, and that is a line drive. The ball is in play, and the runner, let's see if they send it. No. So that'll be a single for Maley, and reaches all the way into the first base. And also the runner that was running on first base, Kearney, is reaching now into the second base. Regan and Colby were out. No, Colby came in and scored. Mason and Regan were the ones out of the game. Kearney and Maley are still running. And up for ball number 1 for Finn. Number 12 now on the batter's box. She is the 5th in the lineup. So let's see. Right in the strike zone for the first one. So the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners on first and second. And let's see. Eye contact into foul, keeping the at-bat alive. And Finn is now on the batter's box. Waiting on deck, we have Jazz, number 9. In case Finn got into the bases, she is ready. Another pitch outside of the zone, and the count will go now into a 2 bolas and 2 strikes. We're getting this in Spanglish, doctora. Spanglish. Let's see. That's on the ground, and that was a good eye. Reaching all the way into the full count. 3-2. And 2 down. Who will win this battle? the score is wide open for Daphne Purple, but this is it's been a good rally for Grand Bay, and that is a good eye, and will reach onto a base on ball. Coming next, just number 9, sorry. Bases loaded, 2 down. A good moment for Grand Bay. They need to score as much as they can. First pitch outside for ball number 1. And remember, we'll be following Daphne Purple during this tournament. So please activate that small bell that you have over there in the YouTube channel so you can receive a notification as soon as we go live. So you can come and see and watch the game with us at La Novena Baja. It stands for the bottom of the 9th, by the way. And we started this like 3 years ago, following La Bombona, Mia Garcia. And it just exploded some years back when we were still in Mexico. So we started doing it also here in all the Gulf Coast area. So, if you ever need us, just send us a message. Our phone is also on the Facebook page with the same name and logo and everything. Ooh, he's swinging and miss. And that'll be strike number 3 and out number 3. So this will complete the 3 innings. Let's see. Looks like they call it game because I see both teams getting into the plate or into the bases for the last high 5. So this will be a win for Daphne Purple. And let's see that high 5 for both teams there on the pitching circle. So thank you all for being with us. La Novena Baja will be live after a few minutes or after a few hours because I think they're playing at 11 or something like that. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the next game of Daphne Purple. We'll try and go check the rest of the cameras to try and get them back online. And remember, the only thing we will always ask for you guys at home is to please subscribe to the page, like the broadcast, and share it with all the friends and family around. So thank you for being with us. Daphne Purple on a final score of 14-3. They got the first win, and they are ready for the next game. And so are we. Thank you. We'll see you next on a few minutes, or hours, I guess, on La Novena Baja.